Gauteng Finance MEC Lebogang Maile has revealed that 14 out of the country's 19 departments have achieved clean audits. He released the outcomes for the 2024-25 financial year a short while ago. Well, for more on this, we cross live to our reporter Katleho Sekhotho. Kat, tell us about the current year's audit outcomes.
Thank you, Hugo. So we heard from MEC Lebogang Maile, who explained there that 8 departments have received clean audits. So we're talking about the Office of the Premier, e-Government and COGTA, and 14 entities also receiving clean audits. He did also highlight that some of the challenges have been in the transparency and the processes of the tender system, highlighting that the government is moving towards digitizing that process in order to nip in the bud any corruption that might happen. But take a listen to what he had to say specifically about departments.
In the same period, 2 departments have regressed, with education losing its clean audit and receiving an unqualified audit opinion, while sports, arts, culture and recreation moved from an unqualified to a qualified audit opinion. Overall, the analysis of the audit outcomes of 2024-2025 financial year showed that the Department of Health was the only department with non-compliance across all areas due to lack of effective internal control environment. Across the departments.
Now, Hugo, when it comes to the entities, as you correctly stated, there are 14 out of 19 entities receiving clean audits, but the MEC raising some concerns with certain entities.
The medical supply depot sustained an unqualified audit opinion during this period. However, G-Fleet Management, Innovation Hub and Gauteng Tourism Authority regressed to unqualified audit opinions during this period. We are very concerned that the situation deteriorated further at the Housing Fund, which regressed from an adverse to a disclaimer in the 2024-2025 financial year.
Now, Hugo, on the specific question regarding the Gauteng Gambling Board, the MEC had announced before that there were some allegations of corruption at the entity, and he did say those investigations are underway. There has been through the investigations, the department or the Office of the Premier will outline the outcomes or the reports from that. But for now, they are still compiling those investigations. Take a listen to what he had to say specifically around the Gambling Board.
The Senior Counsel is busy with the investigation. They have not given me any indication of when, but we will make a follow-up. And once the Senior Counsel is done with the investigation, he will also make recommendations. And what we are going to do, we are going to convene you again and give you the information that now we have investigated and we are now we have received the report, and this is what they found and this is the action they are recommending, and we are going to do that. So we are very transparent about these matters. That's why even the audit issues, we are transparent about them. So we're not hiding anything. We'll definitely do that. Well, I'm told as well, I heard the rumor. That one, it's a rumor that the Hawks were here. And I wouldn't know what they're investigating, because they've never spoken to me. They've never given me any report. And I'm sure if they think it's necessary to inform me, they will.
So, Hugo, the MEC wrapping up the update by saying that they're not just committed to eradicating corruption, but really fighting it from the root, and the Gauteng government being committed to seeing all entities and departments receive clean audits in the future, and that they remain committed to seeing, lawlessness being rooted out where it is happening within state-owned entities and the departments, and the MEC MEC noting that that work is ongoing.
Now, Kat, while the 14 out of 19 that have received a clean audit seems a great number, we obviously would like to see 19 out of 19. How important is that this number is receiving clean audits?
Well, certainly the MEC highlighting, systems which can be looked at, looking at specific reasons where there have been issues in terms of why departments and entities have not received clean audits, and looking at, where there's perhaps overspending, financial mismanagement, wasteful expenditure, and the MEC noting that they'll work on nipping those in the bud, but highlighting very quite clearly at the end of the briefing that it is about making the process digital in order to make it transparent and actually decreasing the level of human interaction that happens when systems or processes are underway, and saying really sometimes it's that human interaction with the processes that can sometimes cloud how transparent or negotiations happen, which shouldn't happen, and making it so digital, making it much more transparent and much more efficient in making sure that corruption is rooted out, but that also the correct things are being done in order to achieve clean audits eventually.